Hey guys, Austin from W2012 Films here, and today I'm going to do something that I've been meaning to do for a while, but now that I got the software, I can do it now. I'm going to show you how I edit my videos.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to take is the Survivors throwback is what I call it. It's the previously on the Survivors. I'm going to trim it down to where I need it because this is actually episode 19. I'm going to take this, drag it onto my timeline, and I'm going to trim it up because to where I need it, right about there. So I'm going to, actually right there. So I'm going to take it, cut it in half, and delete this file right here. That's stuff we don't need. Alright. So, I'm going to move this over a little bit. Then I'm going to take, wait a minute. There we go. Now I'm going to take episode 19, the uncut version. This is unedited or anything. Once I get it over here. Come on. There you go. So we're going to take this. I'm actually going to fade in here. So we'll click this over here. And there we go. So it's going to fade in. So this is the throwback previously on the Survivors. This is going to show us the last episode, or at least bits and pieces of it. Here, the intro. Cut it right here. Maybe move. Yeah, here we go. Here's a perfect spot. So we're going to delete this right here. And I'm going to use that bit right there. So we're going to draw back a little bit. So we're going to move forward. Let's fast forward through here. So we don't need all that. We're just going to cut right to the ending here. About right there. So that's done, but since there's no audio actually to it real good, we're going to actually add some music to it. This is the music that is at the beginning of all my Survivor videos. It's just a piece I made in school last year. I thought it was pretty creepy, so I decided to add it to it. There it is. Open, adding file. And so we're going to drag it down here, and put it here at the bottom. And we're going to, once you get it playing, you've got it. Now I can add the text here at the ending. After it showed the throwback, it's going to say, and now, sorry. Once it gets loaded up here. Computer's being slow. Okay. Add text. And now, ... Multiple dots. Move it over to the center just a little bit. There we go. And we're going to back it up a little bit and play through it. Just about right there. And we'll cut this ending off because we don't need it to be too long, take up space. Alright, now here's the Season 3 intro. I'm actually going to cut this a little bit. Actually, let's delete the audio since there's already audio under it. Now we'll cut through this right at the end where it says Night Road Watcher 2012. Oh, too far. Night Road Watcher 2012 Films Presents. Cut. We'll drag all the way to the ending where it says The Survivor Season 3. Oh, there we go. Right about there. So cut. Cut everything in the middle out. There we go. Now it runs together. Night Road Watcher 2012 Films presents The Survivors Season 3. Now pause right there where it says Season 3. We're going to add finale since this is episode 20, the Season 3 finale. So finale, bold letter, red. I always choose red for the finale wording. Just seems fitting. Okay. Alright, we're going to drag it down here. Actually, let's make it a little wider. There we go. I'm going to drag it under Season 3. And we're going to fade it in right there. Fade in video. And we're going to drag it back a little bit so finale comes in. And right there, if I cut right there, cut all this off, and if I hit fade out, it'll fade out exactly the same time the Survivor Season 3 wording came in. Or fades out, sorry. There we go. Alright, perfect. Let that run out a little bit. And we're going to cut the ending of this song off. Or this music, sorry. And bam. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the actual stuff. And like I said, this is an extremely short episode, so it's not going to take long to edit. So we're going to have myself walk in here. There I am. Actually going to fade in audio and stuff. So let's see how this does. Fade in. I'm walking. There I am. I get to a certain point. This is where the trick camera comes into play. Let me get it to where I don't turn around. About right there. I cut the ending off right there. And this is where the trick camera comes into play. Move this down if it'll come down. There we go. And we're going to stop it right here. That way it doesn't lap in yet. Stopped about right. No, back it up a little bit. Right there. All right, we're going to cut this intro off. And we're going to merge these two videos together. That way, when you play it from the first part of the video, about where I left off, it looks like the camera was in two different places at once. That's how I do my videos like that. I'm going to let it play through here. And I'm going to pause it right. Aha! Now you see I pull something out of my hand, so I'm going to back it up a little bit. Actually, I'm going to raise the audio up because you can't hear me very well. So I'll back it up. About right there. Actually, no, right there. I'm going to cut this. I'm actually going to stop right there. And I'm going to zoom in just this little area right here. So if I zoom in, actually let's expand the screen first. Right, now I'm going to zoom in this screen closer to my hand. Now the quality ain't going to come out very well, but you'll get a better idea that zoom in, I'm actually holding something in my hand. Right about there. Alright, so let's scroll back, hit play, pull something out of my pocket, zoom in on it, and the next scene zooms extremely out. I put it back in my pocket. Let's play. I look around, saying, hope someone sees this, stuff like that. And we'll cut this ending off because I walk towards the camera at this point. Let's see. I gotta work with this a little bit. Yeah, right there. Alright, so cut that off and bring in the next scene. We're gonna work with it from here. Drag it about right there. Alright, cut off. That intro right there just shows me pouring some kerosene onto the screen. I'm gonna put those together. I'm also gonna add a merge, actually a transition. And that transition is actually going to pull these two scenes together. Since it's not a one scene, one shot, it's two different scenes. The transition is gonna pull them together, and having trouble with my transitions here. There we go. Alright, got the transition in. And actually the camera's sitting in the exact same spot, but here I come. Alright. It's pretty nice. Pretty bold move. Alright. Drop it down in there. Let's watch the scene a little bit. I light stuff on fire. And we have fire right about there. Keep it going. Alright, fire builds up. Obviously, if you notice, I thought there was more kerosene on the other pieces of wood. But, I was obviously wrong. I mean, it really, right there, it really does look like I'm about to light my hands on fire. Alright, let's cut this part out. Because, see, I walk over to the camera and move it to a different spot. Alright, now this is where I'm about to pour more kerosene. Alright, right there. Ha ha ha. Poured kerosene on. Didn't do real well. About right there. Alright, cut. Let's get rid of this junk right here. Click. Alright. So we're going to add transition right there. That way they pull into better. Play. Toggle, toggle, toggle. Alright, so I'm going back over to get some more wood over here. Pick it up. And the fire gets bigger. There's a part. Alright, let's cut this out because this was just random bull crap. About right there. Cut. Since we don't need a transition. Keep going, keep going. And about right. Actually, no, I'm going to keep all this. Maybe not. I do know all I have to do is edit, trim this one part right here. This is the ending where I start walking towards the camera. Alright. Well, guys, that's pretty much it. hope you enjoyed this little tutorial on how to edit my videos together. There's all my scenery stuff that I've used, and that's pretty much it on how I edit the Survivors together. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm Austin from NRW 2012 Films, signing off. So go check out episode 20, season 3 finale of the Survivors. Thank you and have a great day.